Welcome to Yandong, a small village in Debao County, under Baise City in Guangxi Autonomous Region. There is good scenery and good air quality, but many other things are missing, such as convenient transport. With only a few trains per day connecting the nearby town, most people here barely travel except for migrant workers. With a great deal of adults working in nearby provinces, others left in here basically earn their livings by farming or doing small business, which don't really bring them a substantial income. As for their kids, they're either raised up by their brothers and sisters or grandparents, since their parents are absent from home in most times of the year. Kids here study in this only school around the village, which actually looks okay, with classroom functioning multimedia devices. It does get quite hot, however, as there's only these old fans above your head. Most kids live in this school, which obviously ease the pressure of their families. They have no smartphones to kill time with, so they can get bored for lots of times. From what the kids told us, it seems that their studying patterns are rather boring, as teachers here mainly focus on the grades of exams. For example, they told us that their English teacher will make them write down the words and phrases, or texts again and again, but don't really let them sing by themselves. All these being said, you should have a rough idea of the place and the kids. Now, what if we told you that we offered them speculation education? We admit that it's a bit too far from them. But we tried, and it seemed that we achieved somewhere. And this is what we did. We brought them a lesson about gender stereotypes, a lesson about sexual harassment, and even a debate about genders. The first big topic is gender. We told the boys to write down 3 words when they think of girls, and tell the girls to do the opposites. And this is what they have written. Some girls consider boys as fat, ugly, short, stinky, violent, while some boys see girls as shy, timid, domineering, scared of bugs, or pursuing beauty. But there are also other voices that are more friendly, such as brave, confident, tall, good at games and sports, or careful, considerable, good at studying and painting. They mostly fit our expectations, considering their age and their surroundings, but something still surprised us. Then we gave them several positions such as cleaner, teacher, doctor, babysitter, makeup artist, and nurse. And we let them choose which gender fits the positions better. And here are the results. Clearly, most of them went the conventional way, but we still see some sparkling ideas such as choosing female for wrestler. The next was similar, as we listed some characters like brave, sensitive, determined, naughty, and gentle, and also let them choose a gender. The results were similar as well, only a few students were able to think differently. After all the kids had made their choices, we, as teachers, told them what our choices would be. As we told them that anything goes, which means no positions or characters should be tied to any gender, and everyone, despite of their gender, can be anyone and everything. We then wanted to know whether they would agree or disagree with us, so we told them to take sides by standing on the left, which means disagree, or on the right, which means agree. And as you see, surprisingly, all of them chose to stand on the right side, which at least means that they have realized to some extent that gender doesn't really matter when it comes to jobs or characters. Clearly, these kids have the potential to receive and understand speculation education, and all they need is someone to tell them the truth in an understandable way. Shortly after this, in order to see whether they really accept those ideas and how good are they in generating new ideas, we set up a debate for them in a very simple form. Our motion says, assume that Mulan has 2 brothers who are lazy and thus don't want to go to the battlefield. Should Mulan persuade the brothers to go while she can enjoy the family life, or should Mulan take the risk of war and go to the battlefield but may grow to be a general? All the kids said that it's the first debate they've ever attended, and some don't even know what a debate is. but some of them did perform well as they really thought hard and tried to argue with others using their evidence. Obviously, from the professional level, this debate was way too far from good, but for these kids, just to think and speak out their ideas was already an improvement. Some of those who support that Mulan should stay at home said that Mulan can earn money to help the country so that the war will end easily. Or what if she dies on the battlefield, which was quite normal. But we also heard some said that brothers being lazy doesn't mean that they can't be brave on the battlefield. Or it's equally important to support a big family for Mulan, which was rather more creative. As for the other side, some give arguments like, if Mulan met someone good in the army, she can also enjoy her family life afterwards, or Mulan can be good at fighting for the country, and in the field of society, women can earn money easily, etc., etc. These arguments and ideas did give us an overall look of the kids' speculation abilities, as they really don't understand how to debate, sadly, but still trying hard to think by themselves. At the same time, they don't really have the idea of relevance or importance or feasibility, but they do know that they need to defend their side and attack the other side. After all this being shown, you should have a rough idea of what we have done and how the kids performed. But as this video here is to show something more real, coming up next are some footages of several interviews on several kids. We have prepared problems like do you watch news, etc. Remind you, we did these interviews after those activities mentioned above, as we wanted to know whether they have changed after those lessons.
思辨教育知道吗？不懂。教育，你知道思辨这个词是什么意思吗？思辨是哪？有听过吗？
没听过。
思辨教育。
没有。
那
看。
在哪儿看？
电视啊，电视 CCTV。
就是看新闻嘛。
看。无聊的时候才看。
无聊的时候才不看，在哪儿看？
在电视上面。我也是在电视看。我也是。
新闻嘛。
电视里看。
如果。
有时候会看。
有时候会看。那你们就是从哪里看到新闻？
是从电视啊。关注疫情的那些东西。在为什么看这些视频？
在快手看视频。
电影
的内容，还有呢？
关于
医护人员的新闻是吧？还有呢？
电影
对吧？就是你会看一些电影的片段是吧？在刷视频是吗？什么视频？什么类型的？
一些
搞笑的。有没有？
肯定是动漫之类的。
动漫。玩游戏吗？
我有时候
会经常上网。看抖音、快手。你不经常看？看一些什么内容？
我喜欢看一些那种漫画啊，比如日漫那些。
日漫。
给他们隔离，然后禁止他们随意出去乱逛街。
你说一下。
还有不许出国。
不许出国，还有吗？别的。
出去要戴口罩，还要量体温，还要扫安全码。
还要扫那个健康码，对吧？
医护人员他们就只吃那些馒头那些。
也就是说，医护人员他们工作的很累。
就他们吃了饭就只吃馒头。
就是有没有其他的措施去管控疫情？比如说关于你们生活的措施，能说几点吗？
第一点应该就是教我们怎样6、7步洗手吧。
就是如何洗手，还要戴口罩，对吧？还有没有其他的措施啊？你想？
教我们如何保护个人卫生。
就是医护人员，还有吗？别的方法？
号码一天。
还有吗？其他的方法？政策方面怎么控制？如何控制疫情？有什么方法？洗手。还有呢？
讲卫生。
还有吗？
出门
不经常出门是吗？那你知道
出门戴口罩。
不会钟南山，
钟南山
还会这个的。
啊，还有
我觉得是钟南山名义叫那些医护人员打仗。
你觉得呢？
看看呀。
可以吗？是钟南山爷爷是不是？
不会，
为什么不会？
我觉得那已经压制住，很快就会经济很快就会恢复了。
你觉得呢？
因为中国控制疫情控制得很好，所以它很快的。
所以影响很小，对吗？
我觉得会。
你觉得会？怎么影响的？
除了网上没有影响，那剩下那些在机上的饭店就会受到影响。
就是没有人去，对吧？你觉得呢？不太清楚，对吧？反正但你觉得有影响是吗？你觉得这？
应该不会，为什么？
有一些地区，爆发疫情也不是不工作的。
嗯，
觉得变慢的。
你先说为什么觉得变慢？
因为就是有些东西是往国外销售的，国外已经大爆发了，那就销售不出去，那就已经没钱赚了。
那你觉得？
它可以销售在国内。
的时候会想到，万一他是家境贫寒的之类的。
你说呢？
有可能看到那些罪犯新闻，就觉得他们是一种城市人。
你觉得他们作案动机，他们心理是什么样？
是为了救人。
什么叫为了救人呢？
比如说他母亲患了重病，他才去抢劫的。
就说有自己的不幸之处，对吧？你同意吗？
同意。
他们为了什么会这么干？
为了钱。
为了钱。为什么他们缺钱呢？你觉得？什么原因导致他们需要钱？
应该是吸毒。
应该是吸毒，还有吗？其他原因吗？
还有赌博。
赌博还有吗？你觉得呢？你觉得他们为什么这些罪犯那么需要钱呀？
因为吸毒呗。
还有吗？还有别的原因吗？
因为家庭
或者是家庭原因，或者心理。
家庭或者心理原因，你觉得是怎么造成的？
应该是以前进来有人欺负他，所以
还有吗？
心怀妒忌。
一般不会。
同性恋它不是一种怪癖，那只是某个人的喜好，我们不能区分对待它，它其实也是人的，只是他们的性格和爱好有点不同。
应该你说呢？
我自己了解同性恋，所以我对同性恋比较有看点。
那你会尊重他们吗？
会啊。
会尊重对吧？
因为我对每一个人。
如何看待？
同性恋我觉得没什么。
为什么没什么？
同性恋就是两个人互相喜欢也没什么吧。
就是跟性别没有关系是吗？
对。
你觉得呢？
我觉得同性恋的话也没有什么事，
但是
就是你喜欢他是你的自由，他喜欢你也是他的自由。
是男生的，男生的。
那你们怎么看待同性恋？
没见过，没思考过，没见过。
没遇到过。
同性恋我这种不该看的，我也不喜欢看那种。
不喜欢看。
这是小孩子不该看的。
你觉得是小孩子不该看的？那你们觉得同性恋是一种病？
我觉得这个什么吧，我。
老师有上课有说这些东西吗？
没有。
那他会
讲过安全。
讲过安全，有没有讲过性别平等？
没有。
没有提过。提过哪些内容？
有些是未成年人欺负未成年人，那个性侵未成年人，有些是那个比较小的人和成年的人，还有那个陌生人，都在玩。
不在玩。那我们给你。你们也没有听过过一下这个话题？对没有？为什么？
因为可以让我们自己讨论，不用别人给我们答案。
还有呢？
也可以一起讨论，因为一起讨论这样子可能就更加对我们这边有利益。
为什么？
因为每个人说出他的意见，那些人他也说出自己的意见，然后最后总结出他们同样的意见，这样子 哪个是对的，再辩论出来。
你觉得呢？为什么？说一下。
因为比如说你说的是那个答案，他说的是这个答案，有时候两方会争吵或者打架。
So from the interview, it's still quite clear that these kids have the ability to think by themselves, but they just need more education on logic and speculation. Compared to those kids in big cities who receive international level education, the gap is obvious. But this gap can be filled, at least narrowed. We have witnessed the rapid growth in speculation education in China, but for most of the cases, we only pay our attention to the students growing up in a good environment. So we sincerely hope that more and more students, despite of their background, can receive high-quality speculation education, for it can be the chance to change their life. Maybe one of the kids in this video will benefit from our lessons, and maybe his or her life can be changed. This is our dream, but that's not an unrealistic dream. By the way, this is what we did when we were about to say goodbye to these kids. We played Imagine.